From now on, I will not leave this room, and I will be working 18 hours a day for 7 days straight. The only times I'm allowed to go out this room is if I'm eating, going to the toilet, or showering. If I have to be completely honest, this first day I felt pretty depressed. So I've been trying to work. And I don't know if it's because I feel the pressure of working these 7 days. So I've been reflecting on me being good enough to making a course. And it was a pretty heavy obstacle, and it was just spiraling out of control. I was just going down those negative thought patterns. It's been hard starting on the process because I've been thinking so much about the consequences. And it almost stops me from doing this work. But I'm getting ready. I'm understanding that it's probably just part of the process, and it's good for me to see those obstacles so I can work with them and find a solution. Like, I didn't know that that was a problem. I thought I was able to do anything. Yeah, it's now 5 a.m. I'm very, very tired. I didn't want to wake up. I don't really have the motivation. I know I'm going back to work when this vacation is over, and I will keep waking up early. So this isn't motivational at all. I slept like 5-6 hours, and it's back to work and then repeat. But I will go and grab myself a cup of coffee, and we'll see how this day go.
One eternity later.
Okay, I'm kind of confused right now. I was working and I suddenly felt pretty tired, so I was thinking, okay, maybe it's soon to bedtime, like a natural response. So what I did was I checked the clock to see how much the clock is. And I was like, back in my head, I thought like, okay, maybe it's 8 or 9 or 10 p.m. But it turns out that the clock was 3 p.m. So it's very good to know that I have like 7.5 hours left of this day, so I'm pretty tired right now, so that will be interesting. See ya.
(3:28 a.m.)
Now I'm finished recording 2 videos for the course. I got a very long document now prepared for tomorrow and the other days. Other than that, I'm so freaking tired, I just want to sleep. But it's still 30 minutes until I can sleep. Then it have passed 18 hours. It's very funny, my eyes is like having this 3D effect. It feels like it's stuck or something. I see kind of double in a sense. But overall, I think day 2 is a great. The day started at the total bottom. I felt I didn't have any chance at all. Now the last 2-3 hours have been very nice. Enjoyed working actually. I'm excited to see if I am able to wake up tomorrow. You know, 5 hours of sleep is not enough to really recover. An adult has to sleep 7 hours a night. So this is like, it may even have some side effects. I will maximum sleep 1 extra hour, which means 7 hours. 7 hours is okay because that's in the health zone. Yeah, it's okay waking up 5 a.m, but the amount of sleep I don't think is a good idea. So we'll see what I'm doing with that. I feel like it never ends. It's like so much time. So I've noticed that my toilet trips is getting longer and longer, and I yeah, I really enjoy eating, for example. That's because I'm so tired of sitting in this fucking chair. Or it's a good chair, but sitting here is getting kind of lame. But I see you tomorrow. Good morning, it's a new day, and of course new possibilities. So what happened? The thing that happened was that I slept way too long, a lot of hours too long, 5-6 hours almost. Shouldn't I just move on and not think about it and avoid it? But I think it's best to just be transparent and from there find a solution. At that point, I was not the one to take the choice if this challenge will fail. Of course, I can reduce the amount of hours a night, But I feel like setting goals and accomplish them is much better. But yeah, it's very difficult, very, very difficult. It was like my mind was supercharged when I wake up. I was 1/2 an hour more. And it took probably 3 seconds and I was back into dreaming because I was so tired. The solution then. I will try with higher determination to sleep 6 hours every night. That means I will end up with 120 hours work this week. I push my schedule though. And 18 hours tomorrow, 18 hours the day after that, 18 hours after that. And I will keep going. I kind of knew it last night that I was so freaking tired that I won't be able to wake up, so that's what I did. I'm feeling so much shame, and I feel like this project maybe will stop because of it, so I could make a choice that I would sleep less. Like, I really want to try working 120 hours. That is the Elon Musk routine. I'm decided, and I want to try to only sleep 6 hours every night after this one, so I can complete his challenge. If I had done it usual, I would end up with 126 hours. I think 120 hours is good enough. Good enough for the thumbnail. Okay, see you. Almost done with day 3. I realized in the mid of the day that since I slept for so long, I had to be awake more for everything to work the way I was planning. So now the clock is 3 a.m. Just half an hour from when I woke up for 1 day ago. I think it's okay. I worked pretty okay. I made 3 videos for the course today, and I've been working a bit on this video, and I've been working a bit on some other videos. The problem isn't the middle of the day, but it's when, for example, now, like I think when I had lunch I struggled to speak, but I ate and I felt I was hallucinating because I was so tired. Or I guess it's because I'm tired. I may go crazy also, because being stuck inside for so long is kind of mind-breaking actually. So either I'm insane or I'm starting hallucinating, because I saw a face in my left eye when I was eating. I can't believe that some people actually live this way. Like, they wake up and they work and they go to bed again. It's so, I don't know, it feels like you're living life and you just are crossing the line each day. Like, it isn't human. Or it's human, but you have to strain yourself. You have to push yourself in an unnatural way. You can't do it by instinct. You have to, like, make it your everything, because you don't have time for anything else. Like, that's your life. It's not natural to start thinking about, for example, clothing and stuff like that. You just totally, yeah. Oh, I'm so tired. I can't say. If you're Elon Musk, because then you have a big empire. It's much easier to wake up to something like that than waking up to an empty house. Yeah, in my case, I'm currently doing this for free and not making any money of it. Like, yeah, it feels very, very, very hopeless in a way. But I'm kind of seeing the bigger picture of it, and I have had to, like, accept it as just a challenge. And that's why I'm doing this, so I can't complain. The funny thing about this was, someone said to me that, okay, you should have a happy Easter. It will be so nice to have a vacation. And I said, yeah, it's not much of an Easter vacation, because I'm going to work 18 hours a day. And the funny thing is that the response was, but you choose that for yourself. And that got me thinking, that's a very good thing. Like, since I choose this is totally my responsibility. And that's the general thing about being an entrepreneur. Everything you do is your choice. There's nothing more to it. If you choose to wake up 4 a.m, okay, that's okay for you. If you're working 18 hours, okay, that's your lifestyle. Like, there's nothing special about it. You don't get anything more from it than the journey in itself. I'm pretty stressed actually about the health part as I said yesterday, if I don't get any views, I'm basically destroying my health for free. But yeah, please subscribe and click on that notification bell so you can save my health in case of destruction. I think that's everything for today. It's just been a lot of fucking work, a lot of writing, a lot of recording and editing.
One eternity later.
Like I also ran out of space on my hard disk and my camera, so I started deleting shit and stuff. Yeah, I'm just taking longer and longer piss breaks, and I will be relieved when I start working again because it's so comfortable compared to this. Oh, my head is aching. But that's probably because of 4 LED lights, 3 a.m. pointing in my face. Yep, I see ya.
Six hours later.
After almost having hallucinations last night, late in bed I started freezing. Which is kind of weird because I usually don't freeze, I'm usually pretty warm. So this was something else. Even though I'm very tired, I'm not able to sleep. It's as if I have insomnia. So when I went to sleep, I was both nauseous and cold. And when I wake up today, I felt very tired. It was as if someone had injected tranquilizer in my blood. So I was totally calm. Wasn't able to actually turn the button on again. So it's been very slow morning where I'm not able to work fully. But I'm going to it comes on strong. It's really bad. I now realized that I woke up 3 hours too early. I was so sure in the middle of the night. I calculated 2 or 3 times that okay, if I go to bed 4 o'clock, if I wake up 7 o'clock, I'll be good. And I was so oh my god, I was so tired that I didn't even recognize that I had slept 3 hours. I could sleep 3 hours more, so I may take a power nap before having the meeting. This only shows I'm so sleepy that I don't have control over the time anymore. The most interesting thing is that I actually functioned after 3 hours of sleep, and I felt more refreshed than I did all the times actually, so I don't know. But I see you soon. I was like really relaxed. Everything went in slow motion kind of. I started to start. In 3 hours I'm going to have a call with YouTube agency. It will be exciting, and sometimes I just feel like giving up. I was thinking about a funny metaphor for this whole process. It's like eating paint. You should not do it. It's not good, it's not healthy, and it's totally not natural, but you do it anyway. You do it because you will achieve it. You do it to learn, you do it to challenge yourself and experience and realize something, and to develop your character. Little updates. When I realized I had slept too little, I took a little power nap on 20 minutes. And because I took that power nap, I wasn't able to sleep anymore. So that resulted in me working 10 p.m. and I will probably work 2 hours more. Yeah, I wasn't able to sleep. Anyhow, I started to feel pretty great actually today. I found like a rhythm and suddenly made a little bit sense, so it felt pretty good to work today. Like I'm enjoying it kind of. But I'm pretty afraid of saying that because I know suddenly it turns again. It's as if the peaks are higher and the lows are lower. I'm probably bipolar, but whatever. I think it's because I've been tired today that I haven't been so productive, so it hasn't really happened so much today. I'm recording, as you can see, and having my scripts which I'm working on and improving. This course, I don't know, I had very bad hopes at the beginning, but I think I can actually save it, and that's very inspiring. And there's so much stuff with Zenify, or the company, that I'm very excited about, but like I have all these ambitions and dreams. Like I think I will accomplish them, but I want to do so much now. But the thing we don't realize is that we don't have the ability to work so much. Like I cannot work very much, or I can work very much as I'm doing now, but in a week it's limited how much you can do in a week. Like if I'm working as I do now, I'm probably still not able to make a full course or 7 YouTube videos is almost impossible. So like I'm dreaming of having a website and doing marketing and expanding and getting employees and stuff. But like it's so far away. I have a tendency to start daydreaming kind of. It's a part of my goals, and I love this journey. Even with the downs, even with the very bad experiences. Damn, I felt so bad this morning and yesterday. It's probably some of the worst experiences in my life. But I felt so good today when I see how much I've done and I come into rhythm and I start to understand how this lifestyle is. I'll see you in the next one. Yep, it's now I'm coming to the end of day 4 and I am officially exhausted. I have I don't feel I have any energy left in the tank, so everything I do is like slow motion or half-assed. I'm trying, I keep pushing, but I don't have any momentum anymore. I don't have any engagement. But of course this is the end of day 4 and I have been working pretty hard all day. But now at the end of the day I really feel how tired I am. I'm really tired. So I'm just looking forward to go to bed actually. 3 days left, we got this. Also it's very lonely being stuck inside. Like it's such a beautiful weather outside as well. I'm just sitting here and doing nothing. It will be so nice when I'm finished with this challenge. First thing I will do is get a haircut, and then I want to get a neck massage, and then I will just sleep for 1 day straight. That would be perfect. And then comes the editing part. That's also pretty funny. I'm thinking realistically on this as well. Like, I don't think Elon Musk is working constantly every second. Like, he has to wait, he has to talk to people. Like, he at least gets some engagement instead of just being locked in his bedroom like a loser. Yeah, I'm getting so isolated. It's not healthy at all. But that's everything for today, and I see you tomorrow. I now suddenly got a feeling of bliss, like a really good feeling. I don't know why, but I suddenly enjoy everything I do and start thinking very holistically on my business, and it feels very good because when I've been working so many days now in a row and so hard kind of, you get a really good you get very good confidence. So I feel like, okay, I have done more than 99% of people, and it feels so liberating. Yeah, it's kind of an ego trip right now, but I'm feeling so good. That's the end of day 5, and funny to see how life is unfolding. I'm here and I'm completely alone, feeling like I'm going insane inside my apartment. I start wondering why did I end up in this situation? Like, how did I end up here, like doing this? Of all the things I could have been doing, I could be working, I could be studying, but I'm sitting here and editing. But I'm pretty happy. I made a YouTube video today. Yep, I closed the door, so I see you tomorrow. Bye! I come to day 6 and I am starting to feel very tired actually, and I'm to the point now that I try to work. I'm not really able. I can try and punish myself. It's a very hard-hitting resistance right now. It's very hard to say if it's in my head or it's real, but I would think that this is a sign of burnout maybe. So I've been considering if I'm going to use some of these cheat codes so I can get an extra little boost. I will certainly use caffeine. I was actually thinking I was going to take a smart drug, but I think that's a bad thing for my health. Well, I don't want to push my body to work, even though it's good to get the work done, and like it's important to sometimes also consider taking care of your health in the process. And that's what I'm doing right now. But that doesn't mean I won't take it tomorrow, because that's the 7th day, and I promised you guys that I will be working to collapsing or total burnt out. Let's get to work. Here we go. And it's 2 minutes left of the 1 week, 120 hour workday challenge. So now in 1 minute my alarm will go off and I'm free to do whatever I want. So I wish I could work the last minute, but it's currently downloading so I can upload my video. So that's why I'm recording a video for you guys, right? It's work. First thing I will do is probably to eat actually. But after that it's to go outside. So I will go outside and sleep.
T-Series! It's your big day! Incredible job! I know we had our differences, but today, I just want to tell you.
Hey, congratulations, it's a celebration. Party all day, I know you've been waiting. Congratulations, it's a celebration. I just want to tell you that I think that you're amazing.
Hey, congratulations to your corporation. Guess you be one sweet.
Like I did not actually believe I was going to do this and make it. Like when I set that alarm, I was thinking, okay, we'll see if this goes. Day 1, I didn't think I was able at all. Oh, damn. I'm so happy. So, see you! So now, as I'm officially become a hustler, it's time to change things up a bit. I just need some pizza right now. Oh. I spare that one. So, back to what I was talking about. After working 120 hours, I can really feel it on my body. I was nauseating, I was having pain in my belly, and I was freezing cold all the time, so I was freezing as f***. So it's not something I would advise someone, but it was really disciplining and created a routine for me. So that's a good thing. So also I started liking it after a while. It felt good and stuff. So it's kind of addicting. So now I'm trying to relax. It's not really impossible. So I can probably see that as the overworking syndrome or workaholic tendencies. But all in all, it's good to be done and it's good to have experienced. I've never learned so much in such a short time, because when I first started the challenge, I was overwhelmed and didn't know what to do. I was like, what the fuck am I going to do the next week? And like I have to do something 1 week and have to start right now to work and do something. And even the process of finding out what you are going to do is a hard process. So it was back and forth, and the first day I felt bad and the second day I felt even worse. But then I found out what I was going to do, and that helped a lot actually. I started working and I was kind of consumed with what I was doing. So this is just an example of how critical it is to have a passion for what you're doing. Because if I didn't like editing, for example, and working on something new like business and stuff, you would never being able to do it. For example, the first episode I made about self-doubt, it was f***ing unbelievable boring. It was so dry. So that was very, very hard. I could feel it in my body that I went sour after just some hours. I want to show you some clip about how bad. You can see it in my face. That was also, of course, mixed with bad sleep, but I was so tired and I didn't have any soul left in my body. And it's so good. I made so many dollars. 0! But I may be a celebrity though. Would I do it again? No, I will not do that again. But I can see myself doing it with the sleep, because if I had like 8 hours of sleep, I could probably work 15 hours, 16 hours a day. But sleep messed me up, as well as the physical pains I developed after a while. So after doing it, I could see the symptoms of being sick. The moment I was done, or maybe some hours after I was done, I started freezing as a dog. Like, I had to go under my bed, put on a blanket with clothes on. I was like immediately sick. So that's why it's important to think about overworking and stuff. That's a real problem. So work smart, not hard. And it also really make me value the time I work. Like, if I'm at work at the day and I come home and I just sit and watch Netflix, it's okay, you're tired and stuff like that. But if you just put in 1 or 2 to 3 hours of work, it's a game changer, because those potent hours with work is so powerful. Because you have the night, for example, when you sleep, your mind is thinking of it and finding solutions and stuff. So then you have that experience. And it's so much that goes into it, like so much pretty easy stuff. For example, reading through emails or looking over the video or answering comments is so much easy stuff, but it takes your time. So that's very nice to like use after you're working, if you're going to have like a side hustle. So the problem of working very hard is your mental health, obviously. One thing is overworking and stuff, but the other thing is that you're becoming totally isolated. I don't doubt that if you're sitting enough, like weeks on end or months in such a state, you eventually will develop social anxiety or depression or something like that. And that's the mental problems as well as the physical ones I had. So that just took me 1 week before I started having physical. I never had bad feelings in my gut. I never started freezing like many days in a row for no apparent reason, and nausea and stuff like that. And my mind was totally gone for it sometimes. I was starting hallucinating one of the days, actually. So I can just imagine how that will affect you psychologically after a while. Like, I'm really having respect for Elon Musk for doing that. He don't have a life except work. That's true. And also, one of the important things that I didn't have is like, when he's working, he have people around him all the time. Of course, he started alone with his brother and stuff, but at least he had his brother. And then he got employees. And that's like a kind of socializing, because socializing is so important when you're working, or in life in general. That's the problem with, like, if you're a freelancer or doing consultations, or consultation is okay, but every kind of work that you're just sitting on a computer alone is not good for your health in any way, shape or form. It was at one point where I felt like my back was getting so stiff. Like, I've never had problem with my back, but it was like I wasn't flexible at all, and that was because I've been sitting for such a long time. Even though I have a standing desk, I was able to move it up and down and get some movement going. It was affecting my body. It was one time I had such back pain that I just had to lay in bed for 5 minutes, okay, but like, there's consequences to the work. I wouldn't do it again, but I would do it different. It was such an amazing experience because I got things done. I learned so much, and I made really much progress. But you have to consider all the health effects, both physically and psychologically. So I would, if I was going monk mode, for example, I would try to sleep 8 hours a night. This is also a very funny thing. That's the first 2 nights was like hell. It was so bad. I didn't think I could make it. But after that, my mind was fixated that I will do this. I'm going to do it. And I didn't think of it. It went automatically. Everything was okay after that point. So it's just a start. It's like the crack I need to get. And after that, everything was okay. But that does not mean that it had to go wrong with my health and stuff, because the problems were still there. But the self-doubt and psychological pain of working disappeared. Like, it was easier when you got the momentum, but it was very hard at the start. No, so I would 8 hours of sleep, probably get some air, socialize, and really make something out of the hours you're working. And if you're kind of in the mood where you know you're not going to work, because sometimes you feel like that, do something else. Use that time to, for example, take a workout. Use the time when you can't work to meditate, to socialize, for example. But when the time comes where you actually are working, and when you're like, I don't want to, but you can, just do it. and everything will go as planned. Because when you sit in the chair and get to work, everything goes smooth. You don't have to think about anything. But I see you later.